Welcome to Fantasia, home of the melodious. My name's Azallea, and today gonna be bringing you guys another Ritual Beast combo tutorial. Now this one requires you to have Elder and Rampengu. Now this combo with Elder and Rampengu is much weaker than the one with Elder and Kanahawk, but you do have two routes that you can approach this combo with. The first combo that I'm going to show you is using Elder and Rampengu in a safe fashion, where you end with an ulti Petalfin with one search. The other combo that I'll show you is using both of these cards to go for a more risky option, where you end with an ulti Kanahawk and two searches, but your ulti Kanahawk cannot tag out on your opponent's turn because you'll only have one banished Ritual Beast card remaining. So I'm going to start with the first option, the safe option. You start by normal summoning your Elder. And both of these combos start off the same way, but I'll show them to you twice anyway. You normal summon the Rampengu using Elder's effect, which allows you to normal summon another Ritual Beast monster during your main phase. Now we're going to activate Rampengu's effect, which allows us to banish one of our ulti Ritual Beast monsters. So in this case, we're going to banish the ulti Apoleo, which allows us to send the Spiritual Beast Apoleo from our deck to the graveyard. I recommend sending Apoleo because he's one of the better ones in the deck that you can send with the Rampengu. You cannot send the Kanahawk anymore because you only have one ulti Kanahawk. So if you banish your ulti Kanahawk, he's out of circulation forever, and you do not want that. The other option that you can go for is the Petalfin, but Petalfin is a lot less versatile than Apoleo is in terms of bringing her back on your opponent's turn and versatility and things like that, because Apoleo has a quick effect that allows you to banish more Ritual Beast cards from your graveyard, which is really nice. Okay, so for our first fusion, I know for the Kanahawk combo, the Elder Kanahawk combo, we went for the ulti Petalfin, but you do not want to do that. You instead want to go straight for the ulti Kanahawk here, because we don't have enough cards in our banish zone to really do the ulti Petalfin trick. You need to have Kanahawk in order to fuel more cards into your banish zone, but we only have a Rampengu. So you use ulti Kanahawk's effect, and because we have this ulti Apoleo, we can actually return that to the graveyard, which means that we can select it and any of the other two cards. In this case, I'm just going to select Rampengu. And then you can tag out with your ulti Kanahawk to summon back two of your monsters. We're going to summon back the Elder and the Rampengu that we targeted earlier. Now, if you didn't watch the first combo video, I explained there that you only need to return one Ritual Beast card with ulti Kanahawk in order to get your search. For our first search, we're actually going to go for a Ritual Beast Steeds, because Steeds is more versatile than Ambush is, even though we're going to have a setup that allows us to use Ambush. Steeds is just disruption, and because we opened up with a weaker combo, you want to have as much disruption on the field as possible in order to protect your field. Now, here we can actually use Rampengu's effect once more because he returned to the field, and we're actually going to banish a Ritual Beast ulti Gaiapelia. Now, keep in mind that ulti Gaiapelia is a psychic type monster, which means if you banish him, you can send one of your Ritual Beast Tamer monsters from your deck to the graveyard. In this case, we're going to send a Winda to the graveyard because Winda is a floater, so she's one of the better monsters to get out of your deck immediately, and she doesn't really have an effect on summon. When Lara and Elder have an additional effect on summon that allows you to put another monster onto the field, Winda does not do that, so it's best to get her out of the deck as soon as possible. Now at this point, we're going to go for the safe option, which means you end with a Ritual Beast ulti Petalfin. She has 2800 defense, which is really, really nice, and she cannot be destroyed by card effects. We're actually going to set the Ritual Beast Steeds, and this completes the first combo. Now, ulti Petalfin, because she cannot be destroyed by card effects and has such a high defense, most opponents are going to try and target her with things like Castell and stuff to get rid of her, in which case you can actually tag out with your ulti Petalfin and bring back your Elder and Rampengu from your banish zone, so that's really good. And you still have the Steeds to back your field up. You don't get any advantage off of this, so you start with two cards, you end with two cards, but it's a very safe option, it's a very defensive option to go for. Okay, so in the next clip, we're going to show you how to go for a more risky combo, but gets you two searches. Okay, so for this second and more risky combo, we actually go through the same motions that we did with the first one, so I'll just gloss over the details and show you guys what to do. I'm going to normal summon the Elder, and then using his effect, normal summon the Rampengu again. So using Rampengu's effect, we're going to banish a Ritual Beast ulti Applio from our extra deck to send a Spiritual Beast Applio from our deck to the graveyard. These specific card choices that I'm sending with Rampengu actually matter, and I'll show you guys what I mean at the end of this video. So we're going to go for our first ulti Kanahawk and use his effect to return both the ulti Applio and the Rampengu back to our graveyard, but then we're going to chain the ulti Kanahawk and special summon the Elder and the Rampengu from our banish zone. This sends the ulti Applio back to the graveyard to let us get our first search. Of course, I like to go for Ritual Beast Steeds, because if anything goes wrong during this combo, you can still set the Steeds and pass your turn. Now with Rampengu back on the field, we can activate his effect, and this time we're actually going to banish the Ritual Beast ulti Guy Pelio to send the Spiritual Beast Tamer window from our deck to the graveyard. And instead of going for the ulti Petalfin that we did, like in the first clip, we're actually going to go for the ulti Kanahawk yet again, banishing the Elder and the Rampengu. We cannot special summon them back because they can only be special summoned once per turn. So using ulti Kanahawk's effect, we're actually going to return the ulti Guy Pelio and the Elder back to our graveyard, getting our second search. For this second search, you always want to grab the Ritual Beast Ambush, because Ambush is what allows you to tag out with ulti Kanahawk on your opponent's turn. Now, normally you won't be able to because you only have this one banished Rampengu, but with this next little combo extension, I guess you could say, you'll be able to do that on your opponent's turn. So set both of your trap cards and then enter your end phase. Now during your opponent's draw phase, after they draw their card, make sure you activate Ritual Beast Ambush. Now using Ritual Beast Ambush, you want to summon back your Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda, because Winda is a floater, and you want to summon back your Spiritual Beast Applio, because Applio will be able to fuel your banish zone. Now, when you summon both of these cards back, make sure that you activate Spiritual Beast Applio's effect. Make sure you're still in the draw or standby phase so your opponent can't kaiju you or anything like that. So here, with your Applio, you're actually going to banish your Ritual Beast Tamer Elder from your graveyard, which fuels up 2 monsters, 1 Tamer, 1 Spiritual Beast monster, so that your ulti Kanahawk can actually tag out, special summoning the Elder and the Rampengu back to your side of the field. And then Applio will actually grant all of your Ritual Beast monsters 500 attack and defense, which is alright for setting up a kind of more difficult to break field, but looking at your field, you know, Applio has 700 defense, Rampengu has 900 defense, and Elder has 1500 defense. Not really anything for your opponent to worry about, but fortunately for you, you do have a Ritual Beast Steeds that you can use to blow up to 4 of your opponent's monsters, so this is really good for breaking your opponent's field, but it also leaves you kind of vulnerable in that you can't really dodge your opponent's effects and things with your ulti Ritual Beast fusions. But anyway, this does it for this combo video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please leave a like, subscribe for more Ritual Beast content, and leave a comment down below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until next time, take care.